Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.
China has introduced a visa-free travel regime for Georgian citizens, Prime Minister Irakli Kobakhidze announced at the government meeting. Georgian citizens can stay now in China visa-free for up to 30 days. This decision is of great significance as it not only facilitates travel for our fellow citizens but also opens up new avenues for advancing political, economical and cultural connections between Georgia and China. Furthermore, this positive development is a tangible outcome of the strategic partnership agreement established between Georgia and China last year. I congratulate my fellow citizens and express gratitude to my Chinese friends and the Chinese authorities for this noteworthy decision, Prime Minister stated. The visa-free travel for Chinese citizens took effect in Georgia on September 2023. Georgia and China signed the strategic partnership agreement in June 2023. Davitashvili, the first Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Economy and Sustainable Development, discussed Georgia's relationships with the USA, emphasizing the need for more outcomes. He mentioned ongoing efforts to review trade agreements, work on more liberal regime for crucial export products, and the desire for progress in free trade. We continue our efforts to attract increased quality investment from the United States. This includes our commitment to facilitating direct flights by being prepared to implement necessary infrastructural changes at our airports, while acknowledging the challenge we may encounter and recognizing that our efforts alone may not be sufficient. We remain proactive. We understand that this initiative, new direct flights, might initially be challenging commercially, but it holds significant importance in fostering trade, economic collaboration, tourist and people-to-people relations. In this regard, the U.S. government support would be appropriate and valuable. This collaboration is particularly crucial as we are strategic partners and there is a mutual desire to deepen these relations, emphasizing economic aspects, Davitashvili stated. Tbilisi Mayor Kakakaladze calls on business sector to adapt to the regulation on the restriction of the movement of heavy vehicles soon. As the mayor mentioned at the government meeting, some of the representatives of business sector met these regulations unprepared. I would like to once again call on the business sector, both service providing and receiving entities, to adapt to the established regulations so that we don't have to find them, said Kakakaladze. According to him, no one is happy to find someone, but in order to make it easier for citizens to move and ease the traffic, the relevant regulation is important. As the mayor noted, the situation in terms of movement has improved in recent months. We remember what happened months ago. Today we have a radically different situation. The traffic is eased, but our goal is not yet fulfilled. From January 1, Tbilisi City Hall enforced the restricted movement for heavy vehicles on work days in the morning and evening and during rush hours in Georgia's capital. The violation of the said rules will result a fine of 1,000 lari. At the municipal government meeting, Tbilisi Mayor Kakakaladze shared that starting March 2, there will be a new fleet of MAN buses, which are 80 meters long, operating on the following roads: from St. Barbara district to Politkovskaya Street, from Gdani to Baratashvili Street, from Didiromi to Baratashvili Street. Kakakaladze said that purchasing 18-meter-long buses was one of the priorities of the transport policy to make public transport most comfortable and quick. We continue to work within the transport policy and we will hold many interesting events and implement the project which is important in this direction, he said. The new buses are adapted for people with limited physical capabilities. They are equipped with modern air conditioning, heating, ventilation, security and audio-visual systems. Kakakaladze added that Tbilisi Hall will import 160 80-meter-long buses. 50 such buses are already in Tbilisi and 40 will be purchased shortly. In 2023, the average monthly number of local visitors aged 15 and older on the territory of Georgia was 1,278,000 and the average monthly number of visits made by them to the territory of Georgia was 1,599,000 units, according to the National Statistics Office of Georgia. According to their own reports, the number of visitors increased by 6.2% during the mentioned period and the number of visits made by them is 17.5% higher than the similar indicator of 2022. In 2023, the average monthly number of tourist-type visits made by residents of Georgia to the territory of Georgia was determined at 692,000, which is 8.1% more than the similar indicator of 2022. In 2023, 36.6% of visitors belonged to the 31-50 age group. In addition, the number of women was 54.5% of total number of visitors. In 2022, the majority of visits were made to the visit friends and relatives. In the reporting period, the largest part of this visit was carried out in Tbilisi and Emirati region. The volume of average monthly expenses during visits in 2023 was determined at 278 million lari. This indicator is 20% higher than the similar indicator of the last year. In addition, the average cost per visit has decreased by 4.7% and equal to 173 lari, the document reads. The Ministry of Finance expects a big profit from the state enterprises for 2023. Deputy Finance Minister Georgi Kakauridze told GTV about this. The Deputy Minister says it's difficult to talk about exact results at this stage, although expectations are positive. Georgi Kakauridze especially mentions the positive dynamics of Georgian Railway and Georgian Oil and Gas Corporation. 2022 was good for state-owned enterprises. It was a profitable year for almost all state-owned enterprises. In total, their profit made up to 1 billion lari. We are interested in corporations that are not financed from the budget, and to some extent their activities should contribute to the economy. When we look at the dynamics of their activities in 2023, we think they finished previous year with a pretty good profit. It's hard to give exact numbers because we don't have audited accounts, Kakauridze said. In 2022, state enterprises reached a total profit of 1,356 million lari. As of the Ministry of Finance, more than 86% of net profit comes from the profit obtained from the currency exchange rates. The number of foreign students in Georgian higher education institutions amounted to 30.7 thousand, which was 22.5% higher compared to the previous year, according to the National Statistics Office of Georgia. According to the document, the number of professors in the higher education institutions is 11.2 thousand, which is 5.9% more compared to the same indicator of the previous year. At the beginning of the 2023 and 2024 academic year, 54.3 thousand students were enrolled in Georgian higher education institutions. Out of them, 32.4 thousand in state universities and 21.9 thousand in private universities. Student admissions increased by 8.4% compared to the same period of the previous year. At the beginning of 2023 and 2024 academic year, 62 higher education institutions were in Georgia, of which 90 state and 43 private institutions. Approximately two-thirds of higher educational institutions are located in Tbilisi.
The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.